Albert of Aix or Albert of Aachen, historian of the First Crusade, was born during the later part of the 11th century, and afterwards became canon and custos of the Church of Aachen. Nothing else is known of his life except that he was the author of a Historia Hierosolymitanae expeditionis, or Chronicon Hierosolymitanum de bello sacro, a work in Latin in 12 books, written between 1125 and 1150. This history begins at the time of the Council of Clermont, deals with the fortunes of the First Crusade and the earlier history of the Latin Kingdom of Jerusalem, and ends somewhat abruptly in 1121. The Historia was well known during the Middle Ages, and was largely used by William, Archbishop of Tyre, for the first 6 books of his Belli sacri Historia. In modern times, it was accepted unreservedly for many years by most historians, including Edward Gibbon. In more recent times, its historical value has been seriously impugned, but the verdict of the best scholarship seems to be that in general it forms a true record of the events of the First Crusade, although containing some legendary matter. Albert never visited the Holy Land, but he appears to have had a considerable amount of discourse with returned crusaders, and to have had access to valuable correspondence. Unlike many other chronicles of the First Crusade, Albert did not rely on the Gesta Francorum, but used his own independent interviews. The first edition of the history was published at Helmstedt in 1584, and a good edition is in the Recueil des Historiens des Crusades, tome IV.